Welcome back to Range Anxiety, and here we are again in the showroom having a look at one of the more famous cars off our Epicar series, Herman the German. And speaking of things, I've got the engine builder, Stefan Woodemuth.
Right from Germany. No, it's me. Hey world. Hey Marty. Hey babe. It's me, Paul Howson. I'm here having a look at one of Germany's finest, and one from your stable, Martin.
Yes, it is. This is the wife's car.
Hence the big sticker on the back.
Yeah, hence the big sticker on the back, and hence the fact that it's got to be, I mean, she obviously likes things that are noisy, smelly, and extremely thirsty.
That's it.
The car and the husband are fairly similar.
Yeah.
But this,
and she would rather lived in the garage, but never mind.
But, well, at least I don't leak all over the floor.
Oh.
This does drop of the odd from time to time.
Did
It's called
mention
character. This
charm.
is a proper Stuttgart Bavarian Bogen machine.
Yes, isn't it?
It's a Monaro.
It is, isn't it? This is, well, because of the AMG badge, I'm guessing this is
HSV.
HSV for Mercedes. That's what it is, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
And that's why I like them. I reckon they're cool. I reckon you've got a nice car.
6.2 litres, but everyone thinks it's a 6.3. Why is an AMG C63? First was a 6.2, then a 4.0.
5 litre now? 5.4?
4.0,
Right.
6.2, 4.0. And what is the current C63, Paul? How big is it?
Oh, they're calling that 4-cylinder.
It's milk and juice. Comes in 2 litres.
Yes.
Nasty thing.
But big kilowatts?
Oh, yeah, 500 or something.
Out of a 4-cylinder.
2 litre, but I mean 97% is done by the electric hybrid drive unit in it.
Yeah.
So it's got an electric high-speed turbocharger that spins up for boost, lag, and it's got the tiny little battery with an electric motor, so that, yeah, it's going to be, well, this is $1,100 a year to service if you go to the dealer. Imagine what that's going to be.
And to me, it's lost its way a little bit. This, the last of the NA ones.
Yeah.
That, hand-built by, who do we sort of come? Stefan Wood. Yeah, him. Good job, Stefan. 6.2 litre V8. It's kind of LS3 in there, isn't it?
But why is it called a C63? And why do they continue to do that?
The Germans are a very clever bunch, but counting maybe not real good with them.
No,
I don't know.
I tell you why. There was a classic, I think, race car. Well, I only know the story loosely, but there was a classic 6.3 litre race car or a 63 series from the 50s that embodies everything that this car is. So when people think, you know, it didn't matter what motor's in it, it's still called the 63, and it's because the 63 doesn't denote engine size, even though they put a point in the middle of it. Which, good on you.
So it means nothing.
No, pretty much it means nothing.
Yeah. Oh well.
You ever driven one of these?
I have driven one of these.
Right, way back in the day.
You were there.
Yeah,
and it was a very nice one. Yeah, I was...
It was the CLK 63, wasn't it?
CLS?
CLS 63, yeah.
CLS, yeah, the seats hugged me and the seat belt grabbed me and the limiter got tagged and...
Sounds like something that goes on at Roxby.
I thought it was magic.
Oh yeah, they're a good car. Very good
it was
car.
Incredible. Yeah, and that was not the 6.2 litre. That was the twin turbo version.
He's just got off track again. You also drove the CLK 63. You just don't remember. Too many Men in Black seats with this motor. But this is the special version of the motor, because this is an edition 507, which means it's 507 horsepower or 375 kilowatts out of the box. And
that's pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
But to do that, they sprinkled in all of the leftover bits from the SLS program, which had forged pistons, a higher spec conrod. That's why it's such a rattly thing, because all 507s are, so you've got a forged piston motor, mate.
A built-in engine oil leak.
Oh, they leak, they smell, the cam tensioners rattle when you start them. They're actually quite an obnoxious thing.
Everything you hate in a vehicle, really.
It does. And most stunningly of all, it gets driven carefully, 16 litres per 100 of 98. Thrash it, it gets about 30 litres per 100, and downhill it gets about 10 litres per 100.
Perfect daily driver. Hence why it's your wife's car,
And
I guess.
yeah, so that's mainly why she drives the Wrangler a lot. But that's actually dirtier and thirstier.
There's another Epicast coming.
Well, yeah.
Epicast. We still haven't come up with it. Episode.
This is range anxiety TV.
TV. Okay, I keep forgetting that. I thought you'd name it by now. So how many are we in, and you still haven't come up with a name yet?
What is this guy on today? I do know what you're on today.
Yeah. Sorry,
anyway, enough on that later. So I had one of these back in 2008. I got given one by Mercedes, because I used to do a little bit of work with magazines.
Yep.
And I was on the press car list. And I got a brand new four-door press car, it's fresh off the lot. I think it had about 1,500 or 2,000 kilometres on it.
Yep.
And so what did I do in my few days that I had it to drive it?
What you had to do, really?
What did I do?
You went out and broke it.
No. What did I do first?
I thought you broke it.
I put it on the dyno.
Well, that's where
We
you
got to
broke
see
it.
what it does. No one had one on a dyno. How much power did it make?
Not much, because there's a
No.
problem.
That came after. That came on the deceleration. It made 254 kilowatts at
Which
the wheels.
is pretty stout. That's a good number for what it is.
And that early model, C63, had calibration in the ECU, so that when you went flat on the throttle, you only got 55% blade.
Yeah.
This one gets 100% blade.
You toyed with that, or
No, that's what they did. So what they did is, over the years, to make the car more and more powerful, they gave you more and more throttle opening, till the very last one they gave you 100. I mean, up there for sinking, down there for dancing.
Yes, but one of the more stupider things they integrated was when this thing goes on the dyno, it says no bueno, and it wouldn't give you anything, would it really?
No, you've got to put all Mercedes when you dyno them, you've got to put them into dyno mode. Now, if you don't know how to do it, there are some great videos on YouTube. I'll put a link in the description of how to put your Mercedes into dyno mode.
C63 dyno
Well,
mode.
they're all different too across the series. They're all different combinations of buttons and levers you pull and pedals you press and everything like that, but it's cool.
Yep.
So the fault that I got is the cam actuator failed on the dyno of that press car.
Of a brand new vehicle.
Chucked the code.
These things happen.
I know, but I was thinking, Mercedes have just graciously given me this car, and then I've gone and I've stuffed it by doing something they probably didn't want me to do. Do you know how I fixed it?
No.
Drove it up to the Flinders Ranges, crossed the border into the Northern Territory, and sat it on the 250 kilometre an hour speed limiter for about 8 to 12 minutes, and
there you go.
All came good.
So there's a little bit of consumer advice. Need to reset the VVT. NT border, flat knackers, 3 hours, done.
Exactly. And speaking of done, that brings us to the end of Herman the German. So say goodbye to Babe.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Babe.
Babe.